Welcome back to Conversations with Sharyn and Rosa. I'm Rosa.
And I'm still Sharyn.
We know. But thank you all.
See, she's starting already. See, we can't.
And I'm actually under the weather today, but we're going to get through this. But thank you all for joining us once again for another episode of Conversation with Sharyn and Rosa. You know, without you all, there would be no conversations with Sharyn and Rosa, so we appreciate it. Mm-hmm. At least not any conversation on screen.
Wait, well, I would say
because we have plenty.
Right. There'll be conversations. No one will be hearing them. But
yeah. So, but before we get into today's topic, we got to do the shout outs. So, first shout out goes to HSR 1986. Thank you for your comments and for being a subscriber to Conversations with Sharyn and Rosa. We appreciate you. Also, next is Kathy B. Thank you, Kathy, with a C and I, but B. No, just kidding. If you're not confused. Thank you for being a subscriber to Conversations with Sharyn and Rosa. Last but not least is Rita D. Thank you. Thank you for all of your comments. We appreciate you. And again, thank everyone else who has been a long-term subscriber.
Right. So. And like Rosa said, we really appreciate the comments, the feedback, and the suggestions, because a couple of you have been very clear about some of the things you'd like to hear us talk about.
Yes.
So keep them coming. It lets us know that you're fully engaged, and it keeps us engaged as well, but just giving you exactly what you want to hear. But thank you for that, for all your efforts.
Yes, and that brings us into today's topic, because you all love sending us suggestions and comments and, accolades too.
Wait a minute, and criticism. Didn't care for your comment last week, Sharyn.
That's actually what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be reading some of our subscribers' comments and answering them. And so we'll just do that. This is, I think, our third time doing kind of question and answering.
Right, because it clears it up. It clears it up for you, and we're not making any excuses, no apologies, but we're just going back for maybe a little deeper clarification on some things,
Yes.
So we appreciate you asking.
Yeah, and we'd love to hear from each and every one of you all. Currently, 46.6% of our of the people who watch Conversations with Sharyn and Rosa are not subscribers. So if y'all want to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, that would be great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
For all of us. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. So our first subscriber today said, should I read the name of who said it?
No.
You don't need to know the name?
Right, they might want to not be known.
Yeah, that's true.
For their question.
That's true. She said, hi, Rosa. Hi, Sharyn. Thank you for the shout-out. Apparently, we gave her a shout-out. And this channel has helped me in my personal life. And now, she's now in a new relationship with a beautiful young lady. And she's crediting us for that.
Wow.
So I had to
say,
put that one on there just to let her know. We see you, we got you, and congratulations. And I don't know what we've done, but,
whatever that was, thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
And we appreciate you for letting us know that. But also, you all know that we are not professionals. Sharyn and I give you what we have from our own experience.
Exactly.
Yes, our own life experience. So whatever in our life we can do to touch yours, that'll be a great thing. You want to say anything to the person who said that?
I appreciate it times two. The way we have things set up, of course, Rosa is the technician, and I do a lot of the, the follow up. So I appreciate you guys, giving me homework to do, right, because we want to get back to each and every, and some people just just shout out and just say, hey, I like what you're doing, keep doing, blah 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 blah. Some people didn't care for your conversation on the 8th of February.
Oh, we'll get to some of those.
Yeah. Look, this might surprise you, but everybody don't like us.
I know that's right, but that's okay. That means we're doing our job, because we're not out there for everybody like you. Everybody's different.
Right.
That's what this world's supposed to be.
One thing we do have in common is, we're all sisters, and and we, we're talking to everyone in lesbian land and beyond.
Yes.
I love it when my older brother calls me and says, that was really interesting. I'm like, you looking at the show? He said, yeah, y'all brought up a couple of good points.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that, from all. Okay. Go ahead.
Absolutely. So next one is from our show where we did When is the Right Time to Come Out. This person says, my dad threatened to disown me if I was a lesbian. He was a preacher and wasn't having it. I had to lie so I didn't get thrown out of the house. When I got on my own, I didn't care anymore. I hear you on that one. He still says crazy stuff to me about being a lesbian during his last couple of years dealing with cancer before dying. Dying of cancer didn't stop his biased ways of thinking. And that kind of resonated a little bit with me, because it's like people know that they're dying and they still don't want to accept who you are as their child, and it's like, why do you think people who are getting ready to take their last breath are still,
holding on to that?
Holding on to the hate that you shouldn't even carry on to the next life or whatever. So, it
gets deep. It gets very, very deep, But as with losing a loved one, regardless of the circumstances, you need to, if you can, just still continue to share your light. Because definitely. You are who you are, and you have every right to be here, and you're good, you're wonderful, and just take the best memories and hold on to them.
And I wanted to share that one because I wanted her to know that I'm sure she's not the only one that had gone through that. I'm sure there's other parents that left, with that same attitude, and you're definitely not alone. So if something like that has happened to you, maybe you could reach out, put the comment on there, just to let her know she's not alone.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you.
So I wanted to read this one for our astrology show. Because my other sister is an Aries, so I had to read that one. But she says, I'm an Aries and my wife was a Scorpio. We were together for 26 years.
Ooh.
It was wonderful and full of love, but the arguments were explosive.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a little kind of humor, because I can laugh because I know an Aries. And I know it had to be explosive, and it probably was the Aries who started it. But I'm not going to go there with you on that one.
No. I don't know. My suspicion is always with the Scorpios.
Are they kind of like explosive? See, I don't know enough about Scorpios, but I do know us, Aries.
I'd rather not. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, you don't want to hurt nobody.
Wait, what else you got?
Yeah.
Who else is back there? I shouldn't say that. It's all good. We all got our good and bad,
I don't think I've ever come in contact with a Scorpio in dating life. So
okay.
But now, that we do and we talk about, the zodiac signs a lot.
You look back and say,
I'm more, and I'm more keen when I meet people and find out like they are something, and I'm like, okay, let me see who they are, like how they acting and stuff. So.
And it's not, I don't think there's anything you got to, nail yourself to the wall about. But people have certain behaviors indicative of patterns, and patterns can be identified. All I'm saying is, it's real, and whether you like it or not, believe it or not, subscribe to it or not, it's still real.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I never say never, but I've dated a lot of Pisces. Definitely not even my most compatible sign, but it's something about them. I like them, but that doesn't mean you want to be spend the rest of your life with one. And then some people just get bad press. Virgos, Sagittarians, Cancerians, and because
and Aries.
And but with all of us, I say we got some really good stuff, and we got some things that we could possibly work on.
Yeah.
As soon as I tell somebody I'm a Gemini, everybody runs right up, either run away or they stop and give me their most horrible story about some crazy Gemini they met out there, and they just want to know, are you like that too? No, I'm not.
See, I'm not. I don't get that with Aries. People don't normally say that to me, so I think I'm good.
Okay.
So this one I wanted to read because I felt like this particular subscriber credited us to helping her grow as well. So this is from the show Grow Up Before You Grow Old.
Mm-hmm.
And this says, this is such a perfect timing for me because of my recent health scare. I feel I have grown and changed in just over a month. More than I have in 40 years of my life. I have most definitely changed in so many ways, and I've always feel as if my person would be getting the best version of me.
Yeah, wow.
She said, thank you, ladies. This one is a winner. You are so welcome. And it's great to know that you have grown and, you're recognizing that. So that's the important thing, because sometimes when we grow or we change or, change for the better, we sometimes don't recognize that. And I'm glad you are.
Yeah. And continued good health to you.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know what the health scare was, but
I
hope you're okay. Glad you are able to watch Conversations with Sharyn and Rosa and to even let us know that. We appreciate you.
And I want to share a little bit more with that. A friend of mine, a good buddy of mine, he told me, I don't know what your health scare was, but I'm just speaking to my life. He told me he had left the doctor's office and like time stood still for him. He said, because you will always remember the first time your name and the word cancer has been associated with it. You will always remember that. And not knowing what life holds for you, 5 years ago, I had a cancer scare.
Yes.
And it was, wow, very powerful. When it's happening to you, you can't fake it, you can't shake it. It was real, live, and in color. So what happened was, long story short, they took my gallbladder out, and in the gallbladder, they found some cancer cells that were just waiting there for the music to play, for the band to play, and had my gallbladder not troubled me and they not taken it out, I could have very well have had cancer of the gallbladder, which is interestingly rare, believe it or not. Only 2% of cancers are in the gallbladder. But you know how dramatic I am, right? Of course I would get the rare shit, right? So in any event, but God saved me from that. And so I say that to say that I've had a health scare. It does change your life. It does in that instant when they give you that feedback in the doctor's office. And I'm like, whoa. Heard of it, I can spell it. People I know got it, but I never thought it would happen to me. Yeah. So yes, it changes your life in that moment, and I did a lot of growing. But I really, a band of healing angels must have been around me because I'm good. I don't have cancer. So in any event, so thank you for sharing that, and thank you for letting us hear how you're doing as well. So on to the next one.
Okay, now this one's just kind of a shout out to you. I just want it's from Keeping the Love Light Lit. So this subscriber said, Sharyn, you are a great speaker. I can listen to you all day.
Wow. And my number is 61457. Just kidding. You can call me up.
Whatever.
I'm old. If you remember that song. And my number is...
Yeah, because I don't even remember that song.
Beechwood 45. Okay. All right. Next. But thank you for such a high compliment, and it is natural, and I do love what I do, and I've had a lot of experience in training. I enjoy it. I like communicating, and you know how they say the two greatest fears for most human beings is one, snakes, and the other one is public speaking. And I'm still scared of snakes. That's all I got to say.
I'm scared of both. So.
The two-legged kind too.
Yeah,
but in any event, thank you for the compliment.
But I do hear her speaking all day. I don't know if you want to do that though, but okay.
Sometimes Rosa just say, Sharyn. I say, what? She say, could you just
hush? I just need you to hush.
Hit the brakes, babe.
I just need her to hush sometimes. But anyway,
I understand.
On to the next. So this one was on when do you know you're over your ex?
Ooh, I like that one. I did like that one.
Yeah, and she just said, I don't believe in being friends with an ex or hanging out with them. Okay. That way, there's no drama over it. I don't blame you. But, I mean, I have some ex that I do still contact. So, yeah. And you do too.
Oh, I do, yeah, but it's light, it's free. Look, as they always say, there's a reason why they're your ex.
Right.
But I wish them well, and matter of fact, this year must have been the year of running into what I used to do kind of thing. I don't know, but I ran into two of my exes, and one of them was it was pleasant. Mm-hmm. It was, when you can just say truly, how are you doing? How have things turned out? You're looking good.
At the movies?
Yeah, and then again,
right.
So that may, when a person can say hello to you and still care about you on some human level, saying, "Girl, I hope everything went your way," and that's so.
I don't necessarily know though if there's an ex out there. I mean, there's some people who hate you because of the situation, but I think for the most part, people are always gonna care for their ex. In a small way or some in a larger way.
Oh, I push back on that one.
Because, unless you did them wrong or did something like, you don't
have to do them wrong. No. Sometimes women, they're just mad because it's over. You know what I mean?
They're mad because it's over, but they're mad is because they still care for you.
Right, yeah, or guess what? Look, I didn't want you, but I sure as hell didn't want her to get you. It's all, look, we're women. We come through the door in so many kind of ways, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I think it's nice when you could be human and decent and kind, or if I don't call you for your birthday, know that I do not care about you. I call everybody for their birthday. The guy at 7-Eleven, I'll remember his kid's birthday or whatever, but so, I try to detach with love. Mm-hmm. And all of us can't do it. Because even if you're feeling that way, you might have accidentally hooked up with a tarantula. Yeah. You don't know. You don't know until, oh, wow, I didn't know that about her kind of things. You don't know until you know.
Yes.
Right? So, Rosa and I were very honest about, I feel that we are, like, oh, did you run into so-and-so, or how's so-and-so? I'll even ask her about her ex. I wish them the best.
Yeah.
As long as you ain't circling the neighborhood talking about, I hate her.
You've met most of my exes, though.
Yeah. Oh, it wasn't a long line, but it was well distinguished. I'll let that one go.
She a mess.
Next.
I just wanted to put this one on here because, and I'm gonna call her name out just because you put it out there. Because
you can't. Oh, okay.
Angels of Purpose said that next time we're in New Orleans, we gotta come out so we can eat together. And
Angels of Purpose, I like that.
So we're gonna take you up on your offer, girl.
We do get around.
Yes. Yeah. So let me just go on to the next. But we will be in New Orleans, and we will look you up. Mm-hmm. So this one's from Gold Diggers in Lesbian Land.
Gold Diggers in Lesbian. Oh, yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, that was good. Yeah. Yeah. We've done a lot of shows.
Calm down. She says, I ran into a couple of gold diggers before I met my wife, and they were older than me. I had to put that on there because, they always say gold diggers are younger. I also met older women who tried to persuade me to be with them, saying they just came into money. And I said, no, thank you. And if you want to be with, and if I want to be with you, it would be for you, not your money.
Yeah.
And I just chose that one because, normally people think gold diggers are younger than the person that they're with.
Young.
When I got with Sharyn, I'm sure people were like, well, what is she about? Is she trying to be a gold digger? But I must say that when I was out in the dating world, and I've always tend to date older, a couple people did ask about that. Like, why would you choose somebody who's 60? Didn't choose you because you were 60. Chose you because I felt like the energy was the same and we got along and it could be something there.
Right.
Nothing to do with what you have or what you are. Yeah. And some of the people I came in contact that was older than me didn't have more than I did. So, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Well, I just think so many people are, sometimes rightfully so, very defensive because there's so many jokers and strokers out there. You know what I mean? You would do well to stay on guard. Everyone's not kind and, I'm the good witch from the other side. No, there are some serious players out there.
Yes.
And a lot of time people do get taken advantage of. And some people set out to not my next lover, who's my next victim. You know what I mean? And I remember it was one woman who, she told, like, I think this was the second date. And she was telling me what she needed to maintain her lifestyle. And I needed to, get her car washed and, pick up the cleaners. And whoa, you need a little errand girl or something. You don't need me. I ain't got time. I know, but just to be, boom, put it out there. You know what I mean? And I
think she kind of had an errand girl, though.
Yeah. Yeah. So, no, they don't, I hear what you're saying, but you ain't really talking to me. And what I was surprised with, like, sometimes people, you got to be with them for a while before you see what they really doing and see their hand. No, this was no fuss, no muss. Second date, boom. You seem to be interested in the product. This is what it's going to cost you.
And I have to give her kudos for that, though, because I want you to know coming out the gate. And if it's something you can't handle, then let me know. This is a second date. No feelings are involved just yet.
Yeah, but something I can't handle. What do you mean? Your car note? Your house note? What can I handle?
You can't handle getting her car washed, carrying her backpack, ordering food for Uber just to be delivered to her, then you need to let her know.
Well, not all the time, but I didn't know that's what you got me for. You know what I mean? We didn't even know, hey, you don't even know my middle name yet or whatever, or care.
Yeah. So that's the whole purpose. Like, I'm not going to even spend time to get to know your middle name if you can't even do what I need you to do.
Ooh.
Yeah, see? Sharyn thinks she on TV, y'all, So let's move on to the next.
Okay.
This one is from, I'm sorry with the voice thing, but I'm getting better.
No, I think it sounds sexy.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm going to play this back.
Ew.
After midnight. With the lights off.
Yes, there. This one is from the show we did about habits and how it affects the relationship. So, I was talking about my nail biting. So I just had to pick this one because I appreciate you letting me know that I am not the only one. I thank you for that. So she says, I've been a nail biter all my life. Let it go and accept that one bad habit about yourself. It's okay. I appreciate that.
Oh, yeah.
I really, really do.
We have done a lot of videos. My goodness.
We have.
It's been a lot of conversations, and we had started, during COVID, like so many other people start doing different things. Like, let's put puzzles together. Let's actually clean up the basement or whatever you have. Now you have time to do. But we really wanted to do something that we can do together, and we're always trying to stay in contact with our lesbian sisters, and it just kind of fell into it, and it just felt right. And here it is, we're almost up to 1,000 subscribers, so we're doing something that people like and can connect with. And when I say the sisters, I do mean all sisters, all women are my sisters, but we wanted to specifically, of course, focus on the black community, black lesbians, and the life that we're living and the things that happen to us. And, some things are just culturally specific.
Yeah, that's
more
true.
than others are. So, any event, so I'm loving everybody, but definitely my sisters in lesbian land, you my people. You my people. All right, next one. I feel silly today.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see.
Says, greetings from Antigua. They said, I missed the Facebook Live, for those of you that knew that we were going Facebook Live. So this was that day. I missed the Facebook Live question and answer, but will submit my question here.
Ooh.
If if you do not mind, Rosa, I'm curious how after your separation/divorce, you explained your preferences for women to your children. Also, with your son being on the spectrum, does he understand?
Ooh.
And she said, perhaps this could be a topic of discussion. And if you've already covered it, So, technically, we have covered it in different segments.
Little pieces. Yeah.
In our first one, when we talked about children, we were talking about who Sharyn and I were, because we kind of introduced ourselves at the beginning of the very first and second show, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I talked about the kids as well, and my son being on the spectrum. But yeah, so what I did for them were I just set them down, and we were at the dinner table, and I just let them know. My daughter was, I think, 9 at the time, and her reaction wasn't the best, but it was an honest one from her, and I respected that. And she, when I told her that my love is geared toward women at this time, and and I made sure I let them know their dad's not a bad guy. I mean, had nothing to do with him. Who mommy's loving right now. But because I love women, then I can no longer be with your dad doing that. So my daughter at first said, she was like, "Ooh, mom, that's nasty," So.
Mom.
I did give her room to express herself, and I just let her know I'm the same person. Like, I'm still your mother. I still love you. I still have your best, at heart, and nothing's gonna change in that sense. And your dad still loves you too. Just because we're in two separate places loving you, you're getting double the love. So, so she took it like that. My son, yeah, you're right. He didn't understand it too much, but. Also because he was just younger, because he was like 6. I think he was like 6 at the time. So for him, an average 6-year-old probably would have gotten some of it, but not a whole lot of it. But even now, he could care less who I'm loving. And my daughter too, she could care less who I'm loving. She just, they really just want me happy. Me being happy, then they're happy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And me on the other side of the road looking at that going, not when she first came out, but when I came into her life, and I was like, the kid's okay with me being here? And she said, Rosa made it clear to them, every time you see me with a female, that doesn't mean that this is the female I'm interested in, like that. Just my friends, because when your mother tells you she likes women, you're looking at everybody, the
and
male woman,
even the people that come through to the house. You're like, no, they're not.
Yeah.
She was really just dropping off some sugar. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, really?
I'm just saying.
Yeah. So, I wasn't cautious or something. I just wanted to know, like, hey, your kid's cool. Who is she? I'm not your auntie. I ain't met her before. And like, oh, this is Miss Sharyn, and da-da-da-da-da. And it was okay. It wasn't okay in the big sense of, I'm sure they didn't think that I was going to be the lucky candidate.
Their stepmother.
Exactly. What step are you on? So they didn't vote me in on that one, but we worked it out. I'm not going to say it was easy. I'm not going to say that it was the most fun experience I've had. But you love the woman. You accept the kids and you love them too, because you bought the whole package. You bought the whole package. So, and Rosa will tell you, it has not been easy. It has not, and not because of their, the children, not just because they are the children and the people that they are. It's because of my stuff too, because I'm older. I didn't have children. I feel like you love them, you feed them, buy them some clothes, you send them to school, and pizza on the weekend. What? How hard should it be? And of course they need much more than that. So I had to do some relearning and some rethinking of things, and the children are Rosa's world. And and I'm in her world too, so I fit now.
Yeah.
And so again, not easy. She did it, and I think she did it in a timely manner. And what I do admire about you, how you did handle it, is that you don't beat their dad down. It's like the kid's like, oh, my dad's wonderful, and yes, he is. What do you think I'm going to say? So hey, my dad's coming over today. Is he? Well, wear your special suit. So enough of that. We're still dealing with it.
So we'll take a couple more just for time's sake.
Okay.
And then we'll close it with that. But this one touches on bisexual.
Oh.
And this was from the second show.
Oh.
So we're going to hit this one and move it.
Wait a minute. I'm still getting over the bruises that I received on that. Look, y'all beat me up, y'all beat me down, and then y'all just beat me.
Exactly.
Woo.
So it's pretty lengthy. So hold on one second. It says, overall, I truly enjoy your channel. I watched at least 80% of your videos.
Wow.
When you two said that you would do a part 2, I was hoping that between those 2 episodes, you would do some research, talk to a couple bisexual people or something. Instead, it seems like you didn't. You dug your heels in deeper to your ill-formed perspectives. Via defensiveness, we all have growth edges. That's true. This topic is one of yours. So we got some growing to do. I hear you. Okay. I say that with all the love and respect in the world. I'm more than happy to chat further with you all if you need it. So, anywho, we thank you. And the reason why I picked that one was because, we do have some growing to do. We definitely don't know everything. But what I can say is that we do come and give you our opinion only.
That's all it is.
We hate no one. We love everybody.
I ain't dissing nobody. I'm not putting, there's no hierarchy here in lesbian land. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I do believe what people did sense from me is that, yes, I have had encounters with bisexual women. It was not the easiest thing for me. I do not prefer it, even if I understand it, but that was long ago and far away. I have bisexual friends, male and female, but mostly the females, they do their thing and we do ours, Yeah. And one statement I distinctly remember making was, some of us as lesbians, more or less lifelong lesbians, some of us may very well be sleeping or have slept with a bisexual woman and we didn't even know it, because everyone doesn't show you their card or tell you the truth.
Yeah.
It's simple as that. And you can't back me up on that. You can't, because that's true, and I'm going to wake up every morning saying that. Yeah. We play games, other people play games, but I don't want to play games with my sexuality, and I didn't know I was dealing with someone. I say game, I didn't want to be with somebody who wasn't being truthful with who they really are. Yeah. Look, if you go from January to June and you with Joe, and you go from July to December and you with Sarah, and everybody's happy, I'm happy for you. I'm just saying I don't do that, and I did not choose to hook up with women who do that.
Yeah, and it's just an opinion base, and you know.
So,
but she did say, like innocent. She said like innocent opinions can be harmful, which meaning our opinion was innocent, but it hurt some people. So if you were one of those people, we do apologize for that. Not here to hurt any feelings. Not here to take anything away. Just to simply tell you how Rosa and Sharyn feels every Wednesday.
Right.
That's it.
And it was just a conversation, but we didn't know it was going to have such an explosive response. And so we're loving everybody times 2.
And we're not even touching it again until maybe we do more research. So maybe that was a good suggestion. We appreciate you all because you help us grow, and we don't know everything, so we're learning.
And if you'd like to be a guest on the show. And we've only had
hit us up,
but we can make it happen. Okay, so
we can do that.
Okay, in all fairness and sincerity, thank you.
So we'll just end with this one. This one was from Labels. So we talked about the labeling of everyone. So it says, I would love to see a show in which you talk about terms to introduce your new girlfriend in a heterosexual business environment without being too personal. We are a new couple, and for other gay people, it is obvious that we are in a relationship. But in some cases, I don't wish to make that relationship announcement. So she just wants to know, like, if you were at work, how would you go about introducing the fact that you are gay?
Wow. Yeah.
But I just don't think it is necessary, though.
No,
I mean, the people that I work with, yeah, they know that's just because when I came out, I just decided to come out. I don't want no, surprises. But at the same time, it's like that's not the first thing that when I meet new people at work that I put out there. It's not everybody's business.
Right.
And trust me, if somebody at work know and you're not really their friend, they gonna tell it anyway.
Oh.
So people gonna know.
Well, I would definitely. That's a very interesting comment and one that needs a lot more time and treatment, if you will. I will just say everyone, I agree with you. Everyone doesn't need to know, and if they do, I mean, on her terms, let it be a want to, not a have to. I don't have to tell you what's going on in my life after 5 o'clock. That's not required on anybody's job. However, then you have those social things, those social dictates of the job, especially
and it's like,
to
do
hire
you bring
you up,
your boo?
Yeah, and to hire you up on the hire, the boss brought her husband, and the other boss brought his wife. Where's yours? You know what I mean? And no, it's just me and my pet Skippy. No, or I have someone. Again, you don't have to. And now if you want to, how do you do it? Let's just table that, and so we can really massage that a little bit more.
And we will do a show on it.
Absolutely, so because one size does not fit all.
Yeah.
There's people who you can work with them for years, and they never tell you that they had 4 kids. Right, or the kids are in China right now. No, they don't, because they just they keep business. It's just business with them, and you don't need to know that. You don't need to know, my mother's from North Carolina, right? Or that I was adopted at 4. You don't need it, but you choose and pick what you do want to share with others. Yeah, as the old folks used to say, everybody's business is nobody's business, and that doesn't mean you're closeted. I don't tell you what's in my bank account either. You know what I mean? Some things you just don't discuss if you don't want to discuss it.
Right.
All right. But we'll talk. We're going to massage that one, because that seems to be a little weighty topic with other people, because they're so gay on the weekends, and then when they're at work, they're just like, the idea of that just doesn't come. I don't understand that. I don't know how you can switch it on and switch it off. Though I was in the military, and I did long before don't ask, don't tell. So there's a lot. You
had to switch it on.
Right. It's a lot of doors into that room. So let's just talk about that deeper, because it deserves deeper.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's so true.
Wow.
So that was the last one, just because of time, because we are way over.
We are way over.
But before we leave today, we wanted to. You want to make an announcement that we're maybe trying to get something together?
Yeah, maybe it's not. It's maybe not even time to do that. But we have been in one of our conversations. We're talking about having a get together and just inviting. I mean, I've run into several people who know who we are, or they've seen the show, and you're Rosa and Sharyn, and it's so cool. And I really do kind of like it, but I would love to meet more people, and we're talking about having a get together,
kind of plan something,
and to plan something, and it'll be everyone's invited, and it's going to be either in Los Angeles, San Diego, or Palm Springs. We are that early in the planning, so give us some time to work it out, because spring is here. It's a coming, and we would love to meet some of the people that we talk to every week on Wednesday morning. So again, we're definitely over time. Like always, we're wishing you the very best
of all good things. Stay safe and stay woke. And thank you again. We love you.